Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, we're gonna continue working on part 10 of this bank. Let's get started. So in the last video, we were able to add in the roof and we were working on the windows. So now we're gonna continue working on this. What I want to do is click on curtain grid and we want to finalize what we have right here. So I'm gonna do the same by selecting everything to be in the midpoint or the middle of things. And then here we're going to just leave it as a regular windows like that. I'm gonna leave it like that, maybe half of this, or it's too small enough. And then this one as well, and then half it. And then maybe all of this will be the same look as this. So I'm just gonna go around and finish up. This one can be 2 windows, and then this one maybe we could put 3. So let's look for the 3. So that's one, was the 3 snaps on 3, so that's why we were able to do that. So snaps in at 1/3. And that looks similar. Maybe this one we could add more. So 418 is how this one is. This is around 450 each. And this is 418, so this is 800. So we could actually add more there. And this is 480. So that's good enough. So clearly we could add more here. We're still not done here because we're still going to create the horizontal grid line similar to this. So curtain grid, sorry, not grid line. So we're still going to go back there. I just want to finalize some of these ones so that we just can focus on the front. This one's good. And then now we could just focus on the south elevation. This is actually on the side, so we could just use this view to have everything in the middle. I was thinking of doing 1/3 after this. So 1/3. So that's good on that. And then maybe this is east elevation or depending. So west elevation actually. And then I'm going to have the midpoint right here. And then add like that. This one is all midpoint, I believe. I'm thinking of maybe we could just do as well. We could do the 1/3 as well right here. So I'm gonna look for the 1/3. and it's snapping it on there. So let's look for the halves first and then the 1/3 afterwards. So everything is similar or in the same sizing. Okay, and then let's look at it at 3D, and then let's add in mullion. Make sure it's 50 by 65 and it's selected on the all grid line. So once we select that, it will create everything that it needs to be looking like a window. And then I'm just selecting everything all at once, and it's very fast. You don't need to wait for it to load, and you can see it fairly quickly that it created the mullion just like that. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm going to change exterior wall, exterior face or material. So I selected exterior wall, and then in the exterior side I want to change the material right there. So here I'm going to put 175, and then here I'm going to insert. It will create this one. I could change this to finish and then put 25 as well. And then the material that I'm going to use here, we could do, like for example, we could do concrete as well. So something that we could do, I'm just going to use this for now, and then click OK, and then OK. And then we need to double check that everything that we have right here is the exterior side, because when we go to the interior, it needs to be the gypsum wall board. So that looks good, that we have all the exterior part correctly on this side, and we don't need to flip it. If you guys don't have it, what you need to do is just flip it onto the level. So if for example you have it right here, go to level 2 and just select here and then flip it. It will flip in the middle, so you don't need to worry about this one changing inside. So it's like, for example, here I'm gonna flip this one, and then it will change right here. As you can see, the finish doesn't look same as the others. So that's how you do it. That's why I was like moving it around to double check everything, and looks like everything is good, so I'm happy with that. So now next thing we're gonna do is we're just going to model some in the exterior side. What I want to do is add some covers at the top mirror and then going around. So that's what my plan is. That's what I'm planning to show. And then also I want to have some casing right here as well, so I'm still thinking of doing that. What we can do is have something like going down and then connected right here, because this one is all different anyway. So let me look into that and see how it looks. So next, let's go to level 1. I know what to do now is to create something like a sign portion right here. I'm going to put the bank name right here, And I'm gonna do the extrusion from level 1. So go to architecture, go to drop down model in place, and then generic model, press OK, and then OK. And then after that, just a quick extrusion for this side. So I'm just going to create, I'm going to select rectangle, and I'm going to create something like a small one, like 100, maybe 100 thickness or 200 thickness. And then here as well on this side. And then because this is a model in place, we'll be able to change it in the spot. So here I'm planning to just put 100 thickness, and then here as well 100 thickness. In terms of material, let's do metal panel. So let's look at it right here. Here we have metal panel. We're gonna keep replace, and then we're gonna choose this one. And then here we could just put it at 600 for now, and then we could extrude it from the 3D face. So here we could just pull it upwards like so, all the way to the top. We can even go above it just to change that, so that we could see some changes. But for now, we could just leave it like that. And then I'm going to line it up with what we have right here. And then move it all the way at the back, maybe facing right here. So the face right here to finish that off. And then just to change the elevation a bit. And then I'm going to just leave it like that, and that looks really nice. I'm happy with what we have there. And then we could add in, so go back to architecture and then model text, and then just press OK. And then we could set this one, pick a plane, and then we could just select the plane first right here, and then model text. We have it right there. Let's go to our, I think, east or west elevation, and then here we could just rotate this one, type in 90, and we could just put it right here. Let's edit, and then here we could just put whatever bank we want. And then in terms of depth, around 50 is good enough. And then material, let's look for just anything metal. I'm looking at probably green, or we could just change it up once we're in Twinmotion. So still paint finish, click apply, OK, and then the model text. Here we could just put ACD bank. I want it to be all caps. And I'm just gonna leave it like that. We can edit this, we can change the align, so we can put it in center so that it looks like this. Then probably I'm gonna leave it at the center right here. I want to see it in 3D, and that looks good enough for me. AC Bank, ACT Bank. And at the same time, I just want to change the materials right here on this face. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna create another exterior. So wall number 3, press, so edit first, and then we want to change here. So I'm going to change this to something different. Maybe this one first. All texture stucco. Click apply and then OK. And then individually I'm gonna change it. So I want to change this to number 3 now. So that's good. I'm gonna change this to number 3 as well. Exterior wall number 3. And to all of this wall right here. And then we have a different ones right here, which will be the regular. So I'm happy with that. And then at the same time, let's go back to west elevation. And I want to just have a frame on this windows. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to go model in place, generic model, press OK, number 7, and then we're going to do an extrusion and then pick a plane, which is this one, this wall. And then in terms of the extrusion, I'm just going to put 100 as well, and then just change the materials right here. And we should just use this one, orange peel, wall texture, and then just add it somewhere right here. I want to maintain the distance and everything else. So I'm just going to add it like that. Check this one. This is around 314.2. I'm just going to copy that size so that everything looks fairly new, or everything looks uniform. And then here as well, we're going to use that same idea. And then for here, I just wanted to maximize this. So I'm just going to maximize this all the way here, or let's make the same separation. So here I want it to be, how far is this? So around 200. So we're going to maintain that 200 as well, because I want it to be consistent. And then have it around here as well. And then click finish, and then finish. And then we have something that looks like that. Looks amazing. And then we're going to just do it right here. Lastly, so this will be our south elevation, and then we're quickly just going to model in place and then add the same thing. Extrusion, pick a plane, and then this wall right here, and then same thing. It's already set up, so we don't need to worry about that. What I just want to do here is to make sure this one should align right here at the top. I want to align it from the top right here. So I want to make sure that when I'm placing the rectangle right here, This one is aligned from the bottom. This one is aligned from the top. And then we set whatever we want here. So maybe around 400, because this is huge anyway. So 400 from here. And then let's just click on finish. Finish, and let's look at it and see what it looks like. So it's very simple, very easy. Let's just add this one, and I'll probably just add one more instead of having this one all the way right here. I'm just gonna quickly add something right here. I think it looks much better if we have that one there. So quickly, let's go to level 1 and then model in place, and then this will be generic model, and then it's basically going below, and then here extrusion, we're going to change that a bit, and then right here. So it's pretty much huge, but I just want this look right here. I want it to be at least maybe 400, and then 400 right here. And then we could just change that later on, or change it in the 3D. This is also a metal material, so maybe this one, and then we're just going to change that later on in Twinmotion. So here, let's go to 3D, and then let's expand it all the way to that and to here. And then if we want to extend it more, we could do that as well. I just want to pull it down. So AL, this one, put it down like that. So that's good enough. We could extend this one, and then we could align it again onto this face. So everything looks better. And then just click finish, and then in the next video we're going to create the site and everything else. So thank you for watching, and hope you liked the video. Please hit like and subscribe. Feel free to comment down below.